Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Monday, May 5th of 2025. I'm just going to say happy Cinco de Mayo. Everybody's going to be Mexican today, I guess. That's just kind of fun. I don't know. There's a few Mexican restaurants that got some good deals on tonight, so maybe me and my husband will go out for Mexican for lunch. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so today is Monday cleaning. I'm really trying to get back into this. Last week I was busy doing other things around my house. Glare is just bothering me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I didn't really get to much of my cleaning last week or even the week before. And I say that's fine. You know, everybody's busy. I mean, those people who do this cleaning and everything has to be done at the exact same time every day, go for it. I'm not one of those people. So if I miss a couple of days cleaning, I don't mind. But as long as you do cleaning every day, so basic cleaning, like I said, like our dishes. I mean, I got a stack of clean dishes that have to get put away. My daughter was making banana bread the other day. Between, you know, her working, hanging out with her friends and church and everything else, you know, she made banana bread, but she didn't quite get the dishes. You know, she got them all washed, but she hasn't got them put away. So I'll be doing that, guys. Today I'm cleaning my kitchen and my whole main area of my house. So I'm just going through my checklist. So my front entrance, and then I've got my hallway and my stairway. So it's like cleaning the windows and doors, cleaning the litter box, emptying the garbage, straightening up the coats and shoes, checking all closets and organizing. I can't even read this without my glasses on. Just organizing cleaning supplies, making sure that, you know, my cleaning supplies are, you know, full, whatever. And then, of course, mopping and vacuuming my floors. And then I got the spare bedroom, which because the last 2 weeks I've been working hard trying to get that done, I can actually, excuse me, get up there. Now in my spare bedroom, I've got dust and polish the furniture, clean any windows and mirrors. Well, I guess windows for sure, but mirrors, because I always like to hang mirrors up in small spaces to make it feel bigger. And then, of course, mop and vacuum the floors. And then the kitchen. So I got to clean out my fridge, which I have to do today. Cleaning the stovetop and the oven. I definitely have to clean my oven. We had Easter was 2 weeks ago. I spilled some food in my oven and I've wiped it out, but I didn't get down there to really clean it. Clean out my microwave, clean the sink, countertops, clean and polish the table and chairs. Now that is something I don't do every time I clean out my kitchen. Clean the windows, and then of course mop and vacuum the floors. And then my extra thing would be like my hall closets, clear out any extra items. The front closets, clear out and organize the cleaning supplies. And then my kitchen is to go through the cupboards and drawers. Now, because of everything I've got to get done today, I've got my car is already loaded. I mean, it's 9:20 in the morning. I've got my car already loaded with pop bottles to take back, so I will be making a run with that, which I think is perfect timing. I can, excuse me. Yeah, I can spray my oven with Easy Off, and I can run do the bottles and then come back and wash out my oven. So I guess that's the first thing I'm going to do, is just bring my camera over to the kitchen and start cleaning. Right, so just walking into the kitchen, you can see got stuff here on the table. Got a few cookies left, some spoons. This is the little finial for the upstairs bedroom. The screw I can't undo, so I asked my husband to try to help me. Well, I can't even find the screwdrivers that small. Books from the library need to just get put away. This is my daughter, her few items here. She's got some, I don't know, this, whatever these are called. Water, liquid water enhancers. That's what they are. And then her hand cream. She's got a backpack. But this is what I mean. She made a lot of banana bread and muffins over the weekend. And she's washed all the dishes, but she left this. This was mine. I just finished my coffee this morning, so I just have to wash that. But again, it's just, you know, not a lot in the kitchen to kind of pick up and clean. Those are my cups from yesterday. I made myself hot chocolate in the middle of the night, and I never, rinsed it out. It does happen, and that's just my water cup. So there's like it's not that bad in my kitchen. Like I said, even if I don't get to cleaning every day, we do basic cleaning every day. So I've got an extra pair of shoes sitting here. My daughter has an extra pair of shoes sitting here. I still have all the Easter decorations sitting here, which I'm going to keep because my son will be home this weekend. So I kind of like him to see that. Yes, I found some empty bottles, so I got to take them up to the car. And then, yeah, that's just stuff up there just kind of needs to be reorganized. The garbage has already been taken out. I did the litter box yesterday, so I don't have to worry about that today. So then I will say my fridge does need to be cleaned out. Although I was surprised that there was like no leftover food in here. I mean, I've got to cook hamburger tonight for supper. I've got some expired cream cheese that I got cheap and never got a chance to use it. I've got some vegetables I got to use up. So I'm going to be making a vegetable soup either today or tomorrow. I hope I have time today, but that's just, and then, yeah, it's like just everything else here, like the drawers all seem fine. So I guess there's not really much in my fridge. Everything seems okay. There's no expired food, which I thought there was, but and then the freezer seems pretty organized. There's not really much here. Oh, this top drawer of the freezer is my daughter's stuff. So she buys herself ice cream, popsicles, drumsticks. So I gave her that top part. Otherwise, yeah, I guess my freezer looks fine. Because I don't need to clean out my fridge today. One less thing I have to do. So I'm just going to go and put the clean dishes away. Wrap up the other banana bread. I'm going to put the banana bread in the fridge. Like I said, so I'll be back as soon as I get these items put away. Actually, I'm just going to check my oven. See, it's got some burnt on stuff that does need the Easy Off to clean it out. It's not as bad, but when I was using the other stuff, it was hard to get any of the dried burnt on stuff that's stuck to the back or up on the top, I guess, kind of like the roof or whatever of the oven up here. There's some stuff. It was hard to get off, so I think I will have to use the Easy Off. So I'll grab my oven cleaner, spray that all down, and then I will be back. All right, so yeah, these are the cleaners I'm going to be using today. I've got the different cleaning cloths here. My Easy Off heavy duty oven cleaner, my terrific stainless steel cleaner. I've got my terrific furniture polish, my Lysol Kitchen Pro power degreaser, and my Zep marble, granite, and quartz cleaner. So I'm going to run and do the bottles. My car is full of them. So I'm just going to spray my oven with the Easy Off before I leave, but I'm just going to show, I did put the dishes away. I've kind of wiped off my counter. That's why this cloth is a little wet. I just sprayed a little bit of this on the cloth and wiped down my counter, and I just sprayed the top of this just because my daughter was cooking sausages yesterday and she splattered some grease. So they does need, oh, I forgot to grab the ceramic top cleaner. That's what I forgot to grab. I'll grab that, but I'm just, like I said, I'm going to run and do the pop bottle. So I'm just going to go spray my oven with this, and when I come back, I will clean the rest of my kitchen. All right, I know I'm in the middle of cleaning my kitchen, but I did make a quick trip to the bottle depot just because we loaded up the car this morning. So I had 11 bags, and they are these extra large clear bags. I don't know, I think each one is probably like double the size of a regular black garbage bag. So I got $144.90. So on the 10-cent returns, we had 709 items. So that was $70.90. And then for our 25-cent returns, we had 296 items, which gave us $74. So yeah, like about $145 in just some extra cash today, just because I, you know, had to do that. My husband actually over the weekend, he was cleaning out the garage, the sheds, and he was cutting down all the trees in the front yard. So I was busy doing upstairs and in the basement. So he was doing outside stuff. So he pulled all the empty pop bottle bags out of the sheds, out of the garage, and ready for me to do it. And so this morning when I took him to work, I grabbed the bags that he had at his business. And then I came home, I loaded up the car here, but it just was too early to go. Still took a little while to be there. So I'm by myself, and I used 3 carts. I probably would have used 4 carts, loading up all the bags. So I had 3 carts plus 2 bags that didn't go into a cart. And so the lady working there actually had to help me bring my stuff up, which is actually really nice when they actually do help you. Yeah, so now I'm going to get back to cleaning my kitchen. All right, so like I said, while I was gone, I had just sprayed the inside of my oven with the Easy Off. So it's been here. I know you can leave it up overnight, or you can even do the fast method, which is you preheat your oven. I've done that too in the past, but because I knew I was running to the Bal Depot and I'd be gone an hour and a half, sometimes like 2 hours. I'm not even sure what time it was. It is now 12:45 almost. So it's nearly 1 o'clock. So I've been gone a few hours. I also stopped at Superstore and grabbed a few things I needed as well. Might as well. I was out and I had to drive, across town. I'm heading back here, going past Superstore. I might as well stop and grab a few things. So that is done. So I'm going to start with my stove top, which I said my daughter had cooked sausages, so she had grease splattered on my stove. So I just sprayed a little bit of the Kitchen Pro Power Degreaser, and it works so good to get the grease residue off. But I'm still going to use my Cerama Bright, my special little, these ones here are made specifically for cook stoves, or glass cook stoves, or ceramic surfaces. And I also have my little razor blade for any little bits that just won't come off, although I don't think I have any because it looks pretty good to me right now. And at the same time, I've got my little Screamin' Mama, so I'm going to go and put some vinegar in here. I think my vinegar is actually downstairs in my pantry, so I got to go grab a little bit of vinegar. So you fill to the first line with vinegar, and you fill to the second line with the water, and you put her all back together and put it in the microwave for 3 to 5 minutes. And then after the timer goes, you leave it rest for another 1 to 2 minutes. So it can take up to 10 minutes to do that. But then you just take a paper towel or a dry cloth and you just wipe out the inside of the microwave and it is clean. I find it works really good. Doing this like once, sometimes twice a week really has helped. So I'm going to start first. I'm going to get this ready in the microwave, and I'm going to pour some of this on my cook stove, and I'll be right back. All right, either I'm out of vinegar or I just don't see it. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of lemon juice. I've seen people use actually just a little wedge of lemon and water in the microwave. So I'm going to try a little bit of lemon juice. Now, obviously, I'm not going to fill this all the way up the same amount as the vinegar line. I'm not going to fill quite that far, but I'm still going to add some lemon juice here. And I'm just going to top it up with the water. And put her all back together. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for 5 minutes. I'm not going to start yet just because it is so, this microwave is so loud sometimes. I'm just going to turn my kitchen light on. And I'm just going to do my cook stove. It doesn't look so bad. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on here. Grab the scouring pad and just work this into here. Okay, so because I've already gone over it with that power degreaser, I'm not going to use a lot of this, not like I normally use. Just wipe it all in. And I'm looking for any spots where it's got the outline of where the element would be. I'm looking for anywhere that I can't see those lines, because that is usually means there is a buildup of something. And I'm going to say I don't see any buildup of anything. And there was a little bit of grease residue, but this gets it off really good. And I do find the more often I actually go and clean my cook stove with the Ceramibrite, the less I actually have to use the scraper tool, which is good, because I really worry that the more you use this, you might scratch or nick the glass top. So if I don't have to do that, I won't do it. So I'm just gonna make sure this is all clean. This is the main burner that we use all the time. So I just want to go right around the element, because there is a few little spots here and there where food gets burnt or spilt on more. Like, so my daughter cooked sausages last night, so I just want to, it looks good. There is nothing. Yeah, those few little drips kind of came off, but I said I think it helped using this first. So now I'm just going to rinse this all off, and I'm going to get the microwave started. So I'll be back in about 5 to 8 minutes when I get this all rinsed and my microwave has stopped. Okay, so my stovetop is done. It's a little streaky just because this cloth, you know, it's a little bit wet, and it's a little wet, and then I went over it, and I went over with the wet part, not the dry part. But other than that, I just have to grab a different dry cloth. But my cook stove is done. It looks really good. And my microwave just finished beeping. So my timer has finished. I'll just put it over here. So open up my microwave, and you can see if it's wet in here. I'm just going to use the same cloth just because. Just do this. And I just love how easily this stuff mostly comes off. Sometimes you do have to use a little force to get any of the stuff that's a little stuck on. But just a few minutes in the microwave. And like I said, this was the lemon juice. So I'm just going to see if it makes any difference versus vinegar. And I'm going to say I don't really notice any difference, although I know she's going to be very hot. And this tray, I have burned myself so many times doing this. So use this cloth. And sometimes I'll use a paper towel to help wipe it out. I do find that does help. I'm going to say, I don't know if this. Somebody cooked something in here and it splattered with tomato sauce. So that's coming off. I'm going to say I think the lemon juice works just as good as the vinegar. I'm just going to grab a new dry cloth here. There, my microwave is done. Inside my microwave is done. I'm just gonna wipe the tray off and put that back in the microwave, and then gotta wipe my stove off, because that always happens when I wipe this out. Everything falls on top of my stove. And then I guess I'll just do my counters, which basically all I use is the ZEP. It's the marble, granite, and quartz cleaner. I just clear everything off the counters, spray really good with this, wipe off. And then I just have to do my oven. So I'm just gonna go do my counters quickly, and I'll be back when I clean out my oven. All right, so I've got my counters all done. I took everything off, wiped everything, dry dusted everything, sprayed it down with the cleaner, wiped everything good, put everything back on my counter. And I realized I gotta clean out my coffee maker today. And I'm also gonna make some ice cream later today. So I'm gonna use my stand mix in a little bit too. It's like I'm cleaning and then I know I'm gonna be making a big mess, but that's okay. So to do my oven, I can't find my bucket that I usually use filling up with warm water. It makes it so much easier. So I've just got my sink full of warm soapy water. Currently in my soap dispenser, I've got Dawn. So a little bit of the blue Dawn dish soap. And I'm just going to use the cloths that I was already using, the gray one and the blue one in there. I'm going to use to help wipe out. And then I've got my gloves because I'm actually using oven cleaner. Now I've got these ones here, and they have the scrub pads already built in. So I find it works so good cleaning certain things. Cleaning the oven too makes it really easy. I will say, I've seen people say these are great for doing dishes. I find it is hard to hold on and grasp dishes with these gloves. Maybe it's just the design of these ones. I've seen some where they only have the scrubby stuff just on the fingertips. Maybe it makes it easier to grasp, but because it's got the little, I don't know, little silicone scrub things all the way down the fingers and the whole surface of the palm, makes it hard to grasp. I have tried using just one hand, and again, it's hard when you're trying to flip the dishes over, but you know, these were great when cleaning the oven. So I'm just gonna, so I just wish I had my other tripod. I'm not sure where it went. So I'm gonna pull these out. I always leave these in when I'm spraying them, and they do get coated. And like I said, I've already wiped my counters down, and now I'm gonna be doing this, and I just drained my sink. So I gotta add more water here. I'm just gonna wet these. I'm gonna just, if I can angle my camera somehow. Let's see if I can bring it here. There, that might work a little bit easier. And so you don't even need a scrub pad. It makes it so much easier to get into the oven with these. I can see right where I need to scrub. I will say, I do notice it in my left shoulder. I cannot reach all the way back. That's okay. There, I can get in there and scrub this out. I'm just going to take this cloth. Let's see. Because the one thing is I can scrub with this, but I can't grasp any little bits of things I'm scraping off. So with the cloth, I can just wipe up all the stuff I was scrubbing off. And this is going to be, the oven is going to be clean, and it looks so much better. So I will be back when I get my oven fully scrubbed out and the oven racks wiped off. The oven racks are really quite easy to do. So I've got this. I can just get my whole hand in here on the rack and just scrub each of these. Wherever there's stuff on. There, like that. Oops. Flip it over and do the other side. That's got a little bit of something. Need. There. That did need a little bit. Now that rack is almost finished. There's just a couple spots. Just have to go over. But it's not going to take long, so I will be back as soon as I get the oven fully washed out. Right, so I've got my oven now completely washed out. I guess I'm not quite in the shot, right? But I am one of those people who, because it is easy off, and I'm not the only one who uses this, and I am worried about, you know, if you don't rinse out your cleaners while you have a fire. While it's doing this, I am preheating my top and bottom oven. I've got them both on a preheating to 350, and then I will turn my oven off. But I just am one of those people, I'm just worried about the chemical build up. Did I rinse it out? Did I, in the fan part, it sprays in there. Unless you actually take that cover off, there's still going to be the residue in the oven. So by putting it onto a preheat, I know my oven's not going to catch fire because I'm standing right here. I will watch it. That's one of the things, one of my fears. I don't know where that came from, but so that's what I do, especially when I use the Easy Off. I think that might be the difference between when I'm using just a regular dish soap versus the Easy Off. So anytime I do a deep clean of my oven, when I'm using the Easy Off, I always, when I think it's rinsed good, I always do a preheat on my oven, and I'm standing here and I'm watching it and I'm making sure there's like no smoke or no smell. So with that being done, the final step in my kitchen is my stainless steel appliances, and I found this from Dollarama for $4 or $4.50, and it's the terrific stainless steel. It cleans and polishes, and it's for a streak-free shine, which I will say a lot of the different products I've used have left streaks. And to go with that, I also have this little cloth, and it's called a Handy Pocket. And it is actually made specifically for stainless steel. So again, using the proper cleaners and the proper cloths will make cleaning a lot easier. So make sure I don't have it on. I always make sure I'm on spray, not stream, because when you have stream, you get those little dots and then all that water runs down and it just harder to clean. I'm just going to spray. Oops. Got to take these off. I do this every time. Just give that all a good spray, and then you wipe in the direction of the grain. And I even find this actually works pretty good on the glass of the microwave and the oven doors. to open this because if I don't, I'm going to press a button. I'm going to start my microwave. And then I always just, so when it's open, I just make sure I've wiped the top and the sides because it does drip. And I'm going to say, I'm not a perfectionist. There is going to be a fingerprint, a smudge, something. You know, I spray here, but I've sprayed the top of here. So I just wipe this off. And this has got some stainless steel on it. So even though I didn't spray this with the cleaner, my glove or mitt is a little wet. So I can just do that, do the knobs as well. And then the fridge. Well, there was something right down the side of this door. There. You can now say my kitchen is all clean again. My stove has got a good deep clean to it, my oven, so that's good. I wanted to do that. I just didn't have time last week. Now it's been done. Excuse me. So my kitchen is clean. Now my next thing I will have to do is my floor. And I mopped my floor. Today's Monday, Saturday. My husband mopped the floor Saturday because he was tracking stuff through the house, cleaning out the garage and everything. So my husband did the floor and the grout line, so it's really good here. So I'm trying to think. Anything else I had to clean today? I think I've done everything. Just one second. I just got my checklist. So, like I said, litter box was done, garbage was done. I moved my shoes, and my daughter has one pair of shoes sitting there. That's fine. The spare bedroom, I actually cleaned it out last week, so that is good. My kitchen, so I have to clean out my fridge, but I have no leftovers. And I did go through, and there's like no leftovers, no open bottles of anything that's about to expire. I already checked. I've got some vegetables I got to use up, but I'm going to be making a soup tonight, or I think I'll do the soup tonight. I'll see if I have time before Bible study tonight and see if I have time today to make my soup, and then I will clear out those. And I said I had some other expired, I had a couple blocks of expired cream cheese. I got to double check and see when they expired. I mean, I got them 50% off because they were really close to the expiry date. And I get them all the time. We use up the cream cheese really fast. It always looks like there's like so many bricks of cream cheese and it never looks like they get moved or used. Trust me, I love cream cheese. And I really like this one here. It is the lactose-free one. And I find I can eat cream cheese again if it is the Lactantia or lactose-free. Let's see. Oh, my table and chairs. I recently just had done my table and chairs like 2 weeks ago. Easter was. So 2 weeks ago, I did all those. Everything's been cleaned, polished. That is fine. My windows, are, I know they're clean. So I think I have done everything on my Monday cleaning checklist. I was going to say, yes, my stove is done, microwave, counters, dishes were all put away. And I actually did a good deep clean of my oven. So, yeah, my kitchen is clean. See, there's the one bottom saying it's preheated. So I'm going to turn that off. That was the lower. Nothing happening. There's no smoke, no smell. I'm going to let that one continue preheating. For some reason, the top is not preheating. So I'm going to give that a couple more minutes. So I guess I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos. And I will see you in the next ones. Bye.